Hi, I'm Emma and this is Mila. Mila is 7 years old in November. She's a golden retriever. She loves to swim,
As a dog, how would you describe her personality?
She's a bit of a sook. She does this thing actually when she gets a bit stressed out or too awkward in a situation that she's just not happy with. She's got these soft toys that she's grown up with. And she self-soothes with them, so she'll sleep with it, with her arms around it, with it in her mouth, and she sort of puts herself to sleep.
Do you have any funny stories with Mil?
Yeah. Whenever I'm getting ready for training, I'm always like, come on, we're gonna go to footy. She's like, yeah. She gets really hyped up about going to footy. We've got a little jersey for her, and she's probably my number one supporter. She's always there on the sideline and running around. We've had to stop the game a couple of times. Once I yelled out to her, the ball was down the other end, and I yelled out, I was like, "Oi, Mila." And she wasn't on the lead at the time, and she managed to get through the fence, and she was on the field running around.
What made you want to get a dog?
So at the time, a lot of my friends were settling down and getting married and having kids and all that, and I was living at home with mum at the time, and there was a lot of pressure at home of getting a boyfriend, getting married, having kids myself and stuff, and it was really hard to give her the answers that she wanted to hear because I was so unsure myself. I didn't know if I wanted kids then. I was questioning my sexuality, so it was quite hard. But it was a bit of a rough time because I was just struggling with who I was, as well as the pressure around me. And me and a mate one day we went to a shelter. And we were just playing with puppies, and it was just sort of soothing the soul. And when we left, Mila was actually at the gate crying, and it was kind of well, I can't leave her here. Something inside was you have to go back and get her. So I went back and I got her, and it was kind of as if she filled that hole that was kind of missing.
When you got Mila home, even though you felt like she was kind of filling a part of that void, how did your mum and the rest of your family respond to it?
I guess it sort of distracted them for a little while because there was this new thing in their life as well. But eventually that pressure started to grow again, and it kind of came on as if they hadn't forgotten that I didn't have a boyfriend and wasn't having kids. And it sucks because it's I had all these answered questions myself, but I didn't feel comfortable enough or have the confidence to give them those answers because I knew that she made actually a few homophobic comments in the past that has kind of scared me, and I don't know how to break that to her. It's sort of, I have that thought of, will I be disowned? Because I was still feeling so much of that pressure at home, I couldn't be myself in my own environment. I had to sort of escape it at the end of the day. It just got too much. So I moved out with Mil, and it was all well and good. It sort of eased things off a bit, but every time I sort of would see mum or talk to mum, I'm still walking on eggshells, and it kind of sucks because it's she's missing out on this part of my life where I'm actually settling down with someone, minus the kids. We don't want kids, but she's not very involved in that, and it's still my mum. I want her to be involved. It's just, it's hard to come out and tell her.
How do you think she would take it if you were to tell her now?
I think she could come around to it. She may need some time, but it could be all right. I just feel like I'm at a point in my life now where I need to be myself. It's mentally draining now that I have to walk around on eggshells around her, and I just think it's time I really be myself now and be true to me. Dogs don't care about what us humans care about. They don't judge. They just love you for who you are.